Requesting everyone to please settle down so that we can start. Good morning. Before we formally start this opening of bids conference, let us all stand for a prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Mary, with her loving Son, bless us each and every one. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Again, good morning. Today is December 17, 2024, and the Bids and Awards Committee for Goods and Civil Works are convening for the opening of bids of various contracts for procurement. Roll call, please.
Good morning, everyone. Present for today's bid opening activity are the following DAC members: Claudine Umarnais,
Present.
Jose Roberto K. Rich, Leonardo Vicky Nazo, Dennis E. Orais, and Maida B. Labolabo. For BITUMINOUS, Clarence M. Romo,
Present.
John Sheldon B. Arhon, Aimee A. Pilare, Rosvininda A. Arnaiz, Joselito D. Altiveros III, and Roderick A. Rojas.
Present.
For BAC Secretariat, Micah Marie C. Ramos, Josephine E. Javier, and yours truly, Lindell P. Saavedra. We also have our visiting observers, representative from Bantay Lansangan, Mr. Kinciano Sigalagar, and representatives from the bidders or suppliers. We have Divina C. from Easy Jones Construction, Alfie Bato from EDS Electrocomputer Data System, April Velasco from Coon Valleys Incorporated, Christian Estrada from Audacious Site Enterprises, Marilee Palacio from Daybreak Construction, Karina Anyano from Leyte Paper World, Maria Alma Remulta from JHR Enterprises, Annie L. Petilia from 8J's Construction Services, Renz Aison from HGG Builders and Supply, Marife Murabe from 2R&B Construction, Jesslyn Nogalada from KFP Marketing, Jericho Ramos from Winterpool Enterprises and General Merchandise, and Rosalie E. Caballas from Radio of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Since we have a quorum, we will proceed. For the order of the opening of bids this morning, or for today, we will open first the 5 goods, and we will follow after finishing the 5 goods contracts. We will, right after, we will open the 6 civil works contracts. So for today's opening of goods, we have 5 contracts. We have first 24GIL0101, supply delivery of construction materials, 45 drums of 60 by 87 by 70 asphalt cement, penetration, patching, bituminous, pavement, etc. for use in maintenance section, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st DEO, IBARRA MAASIN City, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 3,509,490 pesos only. Next, we have 24 GIL 0116, supply installation of multimedia equipment, LED wall, indoor or outdoor type display for use in the DPWH Southern Leyte 1st DEO IBARRA MAASIN City Southern Leyte with an approved budget for the contract of 4,951,000 pesos only. Next, we have 24 GIL 0117, supply delivery of construction 1 unit, joint sealer machine, etc. for use in various maintenance activities, maintenance section, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st DEO, IBARRA MAASIN City Southern Leyte with an approved budget for the contract of 2,057,438 pesos and 76 centavos. Next, we have 24 GIL 0118, purchase of IT equipment, 6 units desktop computer for application use, etc. for use in the office of the district assistant district engineer, construction section, finance section, procurement section, ICT unit, maintenance section and administrative section, planning and design section, quality assurance section, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st DEO IBARRA MAASIN City Southern Leyte with an approved budget for the contract of 3,645,000 pesos only. Next, we have 24 GIL 0119, supply delivery of laboratory equipment, tamping rod 16 mm diameter, 600 mm length, etc. for use in quality assurance section, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st DEO IBARRA MAASIN City Southern Leyte with an approved budget for the contract of 4,292,564 pesos and 53 centavos. Let's first open 24 GIL 0116. Secretariat, may we know who submitted bids for this contract? Thank you.
For 24 GIL 0116, we have received 2 bids from the following suppliers: Audacious Site Enterprises and KFB Marketing. Thank you.
Okay, so for 24 GIL 0116, we have 2 participating suppliers. We have Audacious Site Enterprises and KFB Marketing. TWG, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the bids and conduct preliminary examination of the bids submitted. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. For contract ID 24GIL0116, I have here the technical documents of our two participating suppliers, namely Odysseus Site Enterprises and KFB Marketing. For Odysseus Site Enterprises, technical documents comprises of the following: Field GIPS registration valid until October 21, 2025. DTI certificate valid until July 15, 2026. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until July 12, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing April 17, 2024. Audited financial statement signed and received by BIR. Statement of all ongoing contracts signed. Bid securing declaration signed and duly notarized. Brochure signed. After sales signed. Omnibus sworn statement signed and duly notarized. NFCC in the amount of 82,432,154 pesos only. For KFB Marketing, technical documents comprises of the following: Field GIPS registration valid until June 24, 2025. DTI certificate valid until March 7, 2027. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until March 8, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing April 8, 2024. List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. SLCC signed. Kaya mo supply nilang ibutang kaya ang delivery man sa desktop sa laptop, di man sa lead board. Maura man siya ano. Bid securing declaration signed and duly notarized. Technical specification signed. Omnibus sworn statement signed and duly notarized. NFCC in the amount of 11,281,061 pesos only. Brochure signed. Madam Chair, the two participating bidders passed our manual evaluation but subject for further verification from the back members. That's all.
Since the said two participating bidders have passed a preliminary examination of their technical components using the pass or fail criterion, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope. For the two bidders and TWG, again, conduct a preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0116, I have here the financial documents of our two participating bidders, namely Odysseus Site Enterprises and KFB Marketing. For Odysseus Site Enterprises, financial documents comprises of the following: bid forms signed, bill of quantities signed, price schedule signed. For Odysseus Site Enterprises, the bid amount is 4,199,000 pesos only. I repeat, 4,199,000 pesos only. For our second bidder, KFB Marketing, financial documents comprises of the following: bid forms signed, bill of quantities signed, for KFB Marketing, the bid amount is 4,350,000 pesos only. I repeat, 4,350,000 pesos only. That's all, Madam Chair.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of the submitted technical and financial components of the bids. Thank you. Since the following two bidders have also passed a preliminary examination of the financial components of the bids, the BAC hereby declares the following bids for contract ID 24GIL0116, starting with the lowest calculated bid by Odysseus Site Enterprises with a bid amount of 4,199,000 pesos only, followed by KFB Marketing with a bid amount of 4,350,000 pesos only. Let it be known that the lowest calculated bid are still subject for further verification by the BAC or post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184. Next, can we have 24GIL0101,
For 24 GIL 0101, we have two participating suppliers, namely Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise and KFB Marketing. Thank you.
Okay, so for 24 GIL 0101, we have two participating bidders. We have Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise and KFB Marketing. Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the first envelope of the two bidders, and TWG conduct a preliminary examination of the technical components of their bids. Thank you.
illustrate ya po nilalok. Request ni grant. For contract ID 24 GIL 01. I have here the technical documents of our two participating bidders, namely Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise and KFB Marketing. For Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise, technical documents comprises of the following: Field JIPS registration valid until June 21, 2025. DTI certificate valid until June 23, 2026. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until May 22, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing April 2, 2024. Single largest completed contract signed. Statement of all government and private contracts ongoing which are similar to the contract to be bid signed. Audited financial statement signed and received by BIR. NFCC in the amount of 37,159,051 pesos and 20 centavos. Bid securing declaration signed and duly notarized. Organizational chart signed. For KFB Marketing, technical documents comprises of the following: Field JIPS registration valid until June 24, 2025. DTI certificate valid until March 7, 2027. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until March 8, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing April 8, 2024. List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. Single largest completed contract, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specification, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. NFCC in the amount of 11,281,061 pesos only. Brochure signed. Madam Chair, the two participating bidders passed our manual evaluation but subject for further verification from the back members. That's all.
Okay, so since the two bidders have passed the preliminary examination of their technical components using the pass or fail criterion, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope for the two bidders, and TWG again, conduct a preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0101, I have here the financial documents of our two participating bidders, namely Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise and KFB Marketing. For Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise, financial documents comprises of the following: bid forms signed, bill of quantities signed, cash flow signed. For Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise, the bid amount is 2,504,450 pesos only. I repeat, 2,504,450 pesos only. I repeat, 2,504,000 pesos. 400. I repeat, 2,504,450. For KFB Marketing, financial documents comprises of the following: bid forms signed, bill of quantities signed. For KFB Marketing, the bid amount is 2,521,400 pesos only. I repeat, 2,521,400 pesos only. That's all, Madam Chair.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of the submitted technical and financial components of the bids. Thank you. Okay, since the following two bidders have also passed the preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids, the BAC hereby declares the following bids for contract ID 24GIL0101, starting with the lowest calculated bid by Winterpol Enterprises and General Merchandise with a bid amount of 2,504,450 pesos only, followed by KFB Marketing with a bid amount of 2,521,400 pesos only. Let it be known that the sub-lowest calculated bid are still subject for further verification or post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184 and its IRR. Thank you. Next, can we have contract ID 24GIL 0117. Secretariat, may we know who submitted bids for this contract? case over 24 GIL 0117, we have one participating bidder. We have Convalas Incorporated. Thank you. Secretariat, proceed with the opening of the first envelope of the loan bidder, and TWG conduct a preliminary examination of the technical components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0117, I have here the technical documents of our loan supplier, namely Convales Incorporated. For Convales Incorporated, technical documents comprises of the following: field GIF registration valid until January 24, 2025. Certificate, date of registration December 4, 2019. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until January 5, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing January 22, 2024. Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, signed. Single largest completed contract, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specification, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. Audited financial statement, signed and received by BIR. NFCC in the amount of 32,432,680 pesos and 75 centavos. Madam Chair, Convales Incorporated passed our manual evaluation but subject for further verification from the back members. That's all.
Since Convales Incorporated have passed the preliminary examination of the technical components using the pass or fail criterion, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope of Convales Incorporated, and TWG again conduct a preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0117, I have here the financial documents of Convales Incorporated, and it comprises of the following: bid forms, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. For Convales Incorporated, the bid amount is 2,056,600 pesos only. I repeat, 2,056,600 pesos only. That's all, Madam Chair.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of submitted technical and financial components of the bid. Thank you. Since Convales Incorporated or loan bidder have passed a preliminary examination of the technical and financial components of their bids, the BAC hereby declares that the bid from Convales Incorporated is the lowest calculated bid with a bid amount of 2,056,600 pesos only. Let it be known that the lowest calculated bid is still subject for further verification or post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184 and its IRR. Next, can we have 24 GIL 0118? Secretariat, may we know who submitted bids for this contract?
For 24 GIL 0118, we have 3 participating supplier, namely Electro Computer Data Systems, Leyte Paper World, and KFB Marketing. Thank you.
Okay, so for 24 GIL 0118, we have 3 participating bidders. We have Electro Computer Data Systems, Leyte Paper World, and KFB Marketing. Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the first envelope of the 3 bidders, and TWG conduct a preliminary examination of their technical components. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0118, I have here the technical documents of our three participating bidders, namely Electro Computer Data Systems, Leyte Paper World, and KFB Marketing. For Electro Computer Data Systems, technical documents comprises of the following: field registration valid until August 27, 2025. DTI certificate valid until June 3, 2029. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until August 19, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing, April 18, 2024. List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. Statement of all government and private contracts completed which are similar in nature, signed. NFCC in the amount of 451,903,979 pesos only. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specification, signed. After sales, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. Audited financial statement, signed and received by DIR. Brochure, signed. Manufacturer certificate, signed. For our second bidder, Leyte Paper World, technical documents comprises of the following: field jeep registration valid until June 11, 2025. DTI certificate valid until May 26, 2027. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until February 8, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing, April 5, 2024. List of all ongoing projects, signed. Single largest completed contract, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specification, signed. Product brochure, signed. After sales, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. NFCC in the amount of 301,023,626 pesos and 65 centavos. For our last bidder, KFB Marketing, technical documents comprises of the following: Field registration valid until June 24, 2025. DTI certificate valid until March 7, 2027. Mayor's permit until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until March 8, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing, April 8, 2024. List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. Single largest completed contracts, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specification, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. NFCC in the amount of 11,281,061 pesos only. Brochure, signed. Madam Chair, all three participating bidders passed our manual evaluation but subject for further verification from the back members. That's all.
Since the said three bidders have passed the preliminary examination of their technical components using the pass or fail criterion, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope for the three bidders and TWG conduct a preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0118, I have here the financial documents of our three participating bidders, namely Electro Computer Data Systems, Leyte Paper World, and KFB Marketing. For Electro Computer Data System, financial documents comprises of the following. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. For Electro Computer Data Systems, the bid amount is $3,406,840 pesos only. I repeat, 3,406,000 pesos. Ay, 406,000 pesos, 840 pesos only. Nalubat na ko. Nalubat na. For Leyte Paper World, financial documents comprises of the following. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. Price schedule, signed. For Leyte Paper World, the bid amount is 3,488,000 pesos only. I repeat, 3,488,000 pesos only. For our last bidder, KFB Marketing, financial documents comprises of the following. Bid form, signed. Schedule of prices, signed. Bill of quantities, signed. For KFB marketing, the bid amount is 3,456,000. 250 pesos only. I repeat, 3,456,250 pesos only. That's all, Madam Chair.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of the submitted technical and financial components of the bids. Thank you. Since the following three bidders have also passed a preliminary examination of their financial components, the BAC hereby declares the following bids for contract ID 24GIL0118, starting with the lowest calculated bid by Electro Computer Data Systems with a bid amount of 3,406,840 pesos only, followed by KFB Marketing with a bid amount of 3,456,250 pesos only. And lastly, from Leyte Paper World with a bid amount of 3,488,000 pesos only. Let it be noted that the said lowest calculated bid are still subject for further verification or post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184 and its IRR. Now, can we have the last contract for goods? Secretariat, may we know who submitted bids for 24GIL0119? Thank you.
For 24GIL0119, we have a loan supplier, GRK Construction Corporation. Thank you.
Okay, so for 24GIL0119, we have a loan bidder, namely JRK Construction Corporation. Thank you. Secretariat, proceed with the opening of the first envelope of the loan bidder, and TWG conduct a preliminary examination of the technical components of their bids. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GIL0119, I have here the technical documents of our loan bidder, our supplier, namely JRK Construction Corporation. Other technical documents comprises of the following: field use registration valid until September 16, 2025. SAC certificate, registration date February 6, 2023. Mayor's permit valid until January 19, 2025. Tax clearance valid until June 11, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing July 18, 2024. SLCC, signed. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Technical specifications, signed. Brochure, signed. Certificate of distributorship, signed. After sales service, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. Audited financial statement, signed and received by BIR. NFCC in the amount of 297,684,158 pesos and 23 centavos only. Annual income tax return, signed and received by BIR. Madam Chair, here's the technical documents of JRK Construction Corporation, and it passes our manual evaluation but subject for further verification by the back members. Thank you.
Since the said loan bidder, JRK Construction Corporation, have passed a preliminary examination of their technical components using the pass or fail criterion, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope for JRK Construction Corporation, and TWG again conduct a preliminary examination of the financial components of their bid. Thank you.
For contract ID 24GAL0119, I have here the financial documents or the proposal of JRK Construction Corporation, and it comprises of the following: a bid form signed, price schedule signed, bill of quantities signed, recurring and maintenance cost signed, for JRK Construction Corporation, the bid amount is 4,281,990 pesos only. I repeat, 4,281,990 pesos only. 90. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of the submitted technical and financial components of the bid. Thank you. Since the loan bidder have passed the preliminary examination of the financial components of their bid, the back hereby declares that the bid from JRK Construction Corporation, who is a loan bidder, is the lowest calculated bid with a bid amount of 4,281,990 pesos only. Thank you. Let it be known that the said lowest calculated bid are still subject for further verification and post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184 and its IRR. Thank you. Okay, so we will have, I think, a 3-minute break. And then we will start with the civil works contracts. Thank you. Okay, so we shall resume. So we have 6 civil works contracts to be opened today. Starting with 24IL0103, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings and Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Facilities, Sports Complex, Segment 2, Phase 2, TAM-IS, MAASIN City, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 49,500,000 pesos only. Next, we have 24IL0104, Convergence and Special Support Program, Construction, Improvement of Access Roads Leading to Airports, KALSADA, TUNGO sa PALIPARAN, RILES at DAUNGAN Program, or KATUPARAN, Access Road Leading to MAASIN Airport, including Runway, Segment 2, Phase 2, MAASIN City, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 48,250,000 pesos only. Next, we have 25IL0018, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Rehabilitation of Damaged Flood Control Structures along Bonbon River, Beniton Section, Buntok, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 81,060,000 pesos only. Next, we have 25IL0019, Network Development, Construction of Bypass and Diversion Roads, MAASIN City Coastal Bypass Road, West Bypass Road, Segment 8, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 96,500,000 pesos only. Next, we have 25IL0020, Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of Roads with Slips, Slope Collapse and Landslide, Secondary Roads, Boundary, Southern Leyte, MAASIN, Macrohon, Sugod, Junction, Daang Maharlika, K1165 plus 120 to K1165 plus 235, Padre Burgos, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 144,750,000 pesos only. And lastly, 25IL0021, Widening of Permanent Bridges, Manhilo Bridge 1 with Bridge ID B00703LP, along Boundary, Southern Leyte, MAASIN, Macrohon, Sugod, Junction, Daang Maharlika, Padre Burgos, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 14,700,000 pesos only. So for the information of everyone, our IT system is currently down department-wide. So we only have here 2 electronic eligibility results for the 2 contracts, and for the rest of the contracts which we don't have an electronic eligibility result yet, we will still run through with the opening of their technical and financial components, and once we can access the CWA, then we will confirm and verify from the results of the CWA with the results of the manual checking of the technical components of the bids. Okay? So let's start with, may I know from the Secretariat if we have any electronically submitted bids received for today's opening.
Good morning. The Secretariat has not received any electronic bids. Thank you.
Since there are no electronically submitted bids, let's proceed with the manually submitted bids, starting with contract ID 24IL0103. Secretariat, may we know who submitted bids for this contract?
For this contract, we have received 3 bids from the following contractors: Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, JQD Construction and General Services, and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. Thank you.
So for 24IL0103, we have received 3 bids from the following: Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, JQD Construction and General Services, and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. TWG, kindly read to us the results of the eligibility checking of the bidders generated from CWA. Thank you.
Panuay. Good morning, everyone. For contract ID 24IL0103, I have here the electronic eligibility result of the participating bidders, namely Daybreak Enterprises, Engineering and Construction, JQD Construction and General Services, and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. For the technical and financial aspects, for Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated, pickup license valid until August 14, 2026. Pickup registration valid until June 27, 2025. Work experience passed, NFCC passed. For JQD Construction and General Services, pickup license valid until January 30, 2027. Pickup registration valid until May 25, 2025. Work experience passed, NFCC passed. For Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, pickup license valid until February 27, 2026. Pickup registration valid until August 10, 2026. Work experience passed, NFCC passed. For their legal aspects, for Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated, Mayor's Permit valid until December 31, 2024. SEC registration valid until October 4, 2066, BIR tax clearance certificate valid until August 30, 2025, PhilJIPS registration valid until May 29, 2025. For JQD Construction and General Services, Mayor's Permit valid until December 12, 2024, DTI registration valid until November 28, 2029, BIR tax clearance certificate valid until November 25, 2025, PhilJIPS registration valid until February 28, 2025. For Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, Mayor's Permit valid until December 31, 2024. DTI registration valid until April 2, 2026. BIR tax clearance certificate valid until April 5, 2025. PhilJIPS registration valid until July 15, 2025. Madam Chair, the 2 participating bidders are eligible. Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated are eligible, while JQD Construction and General Services has an expired Mayor's Permit. Thank you.
So as a result of the electronic eligibility, Daybreak Enterprises and Engineering Construction and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated are eligible, while JQD Construction and General Services has an expired Mayor's Permit. Okay. Since the ineligibility of the said bidder, as generated in CWA report, is due to an expired Mayor's Permit, the BAC hereby resolves to open the technical components of the submit of JQD Construction and General Services and confirm, check, validate from their submitted technical documents if they have an expired Mayor's Permit, or if not, they have attached receipt for the renewal of their Mayor's Permit. And Secretariat, please advise the said bidder to update their entries in the CWA or to update or to renew their permits for future inconvenience. So, Secretariat, proceed with the opening of the first envelope of the 3 bidders and PWG conduct a preliminary examination of the technical components of their bids. Thank you.
Okay, good morning everyone. For contract ID 24IL0103, I have here the technical documents of the 3 participating bidders, namely Daybreak Enterprises, Engineering and Construction, JQD Construction and General Services, and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. For Daybreak Enterprises, Engineering and Construction, their technical documents comprises of the following. Field of registration valid until July 15, 2025. A DTI certificate valid until April 2, 2026. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until April 5, 2025. Audited financial statement date of filing April 29, 2024. Pickup license valid until February 27, 2026. Ongoing projects, signed, SLCC, signed, NFCC in the amount of 740,833,646 pesos and 24 centavos only. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Organizational chart, signed. Contractors key personnel, signed and duly notarized. A list of contractors major equipment, pledge to the contract, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. For Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated, their technical documents comprises of the following. A field of registration valid until May 29, 2025. Sex certificate registration date October 4, 2016. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until August 30, 2025. Audited financial statement date of filing April 5, 2024. Pickup license valid until August 14, 2026. SLCC signed. Ongoing projects, signed. Annual income tax return, signed and received by BIR. NFCC in the amount of 1,691,414,529 pesos and 41 centavos only. Bid securing declaration, signed and duly notarized. Organizational chart, signed. List of contractors key personnel, signed and duly notarized. List of contractors equipment pledged to the contract, signed. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and duly notarized. For our last bidder, and to check their mayor's permit, JQD Construction and General Services. Their technical documents comprises of the following. Field of registration valid until February 20. DTI certificate valid until November 28, 2029. November 28, 2029. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until November 25, 2025. 2025. Audited financial statement date of filing. Audited financial statement date of filing April 23, 2024. Pickup license valid until January 30, 2027. Completed similar projects signed. SLCC signed. Ongoing and awarded contracts signed. Audited financial statement signed and received by BIR. NFCC in the amount of 4,495,473,384 pesos and 05 centavos only. Bid security, bid securing declaration signed and duly notarized. Organizational chart signed. List of contractors, key personnel signed and duly notarized. List of contractors' equipment pledged to the contract signed. Omnibus sworn statement signed and duly notarized. Technical documents of the 3 participating bidders, and it passes our manual evaluation, but subject for further verification by the back members. And for GPD Construction and General Services, their mayor's permit is December 31, 2024. Thank you.
Okay, so since upon checking of the technical components submitted by GQD Construction, and General Services that the expiration date of their mayor's permit is December 31, 2024. Hence, GQD Construction and General Services is, since the said 3 bidders have passed a preliminary examination of their technical components using the pass or fail criterion, please, Secretariat, please proceed with the opening of the second envelope of the 3 bidders, and TWG again conduct a preliminary examination of their financial components. Thank you.
Good noon. For contract ID 24IL0103, I have here the financial documents of the 3 participating bidders, namely Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, JQD Construction and General Services, and Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated. For Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, their documents comprises for the following: bill of quantities signed, summary of bid prices signed, detailed estimates signed, and cash flow signed. For Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction, the bid amount is 49,496,214 pesos and 83 centavos only. I repeat, 49,496,214 pesos and 83 centavos only. For JQD Construction and General Services, their documents comprises for the following: bid form signed, summary of bid prices signed, bill of quantities signed, detailed estimates signed, and cash flow signed. For JQD Construction and General Services, the bid amount is 49,467,440 pesos only. I repeat, 49,467,440 pesos only. For our last bidder, Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated, their documents comprises for the following: bid form signed, bill of quantities signed, detailed estimates signed, and cash flow signed. For Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated, the bid amount is 49,464,197 pesos and 25 centavos only. I repeat, 49,464,197 pesos and 25 centavos only. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you.
To the rest of the back members, please conduct further verification of the submitted technical and financial components of the bids. Thank you. Since the following bidders have passed the preliminary examination of the financial components of their bids, the BAC hereby declares the following bids for contract ID 24IL0103, starting with the lowest calculated bid by Lady of Assumption Enterprises Incorporated with a bid amount of 49,464,197 pesos and 25 centavos, followed by JQD Construction and General Services with a bid amount of 49,467,440 pesos only, and lastly from Daybreak Enterprises Engineering and Construction with a bid amount of 49,496,214 pesos and 83 centavos. Let it be known that the said lowest calculated bid are still subject for further verification of the back or post-qualification in accordance with the provisions of RA 9184 and its IRR. Thank you.
Madam Chair, may I request for lunch break?
I second the motion.
Since there's a motion to have a break for lunch by Engineer or ASPHALT, duly seconded by Engineer Altiveros, this opening of bids is suspended and we will resume at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you.